Let's learn about the adaptations in frog. Okay. Now see, they usually have ponds as their habitat. So they usually lives in ponds, right? Yes. Frogs can stay both inside of the pond and as well as the we can see the frogs are moving in our households as well, right? They have strong back legs that help them leaping and catching their prey, right? They have webbed feet which help them swim in the water, right? Yes. Now, let's learn about the characteristics of living organisms. Okay. Now let's learn about the different characteristics that living organisms have, that we have, the plants have, different animals have. Okay. Let's see. So now, so first is they need water, food, and air to survive, like us, right? They can grow and move on their own and respond to stimuli. They can reproduce themselves, they respire and releases energy from the food. They can excrete and get rid of waste materials from their bodies. And the last one is they have indefinite lifespan, like definite lifespan they have, and they are made up of living cells, right? Yes. Okay. Now let's learn about food. How food is playing a major role in the adaptations, right? Okay. So, now see, all living organisms need food to survive because food gives us energy, right? Food gives organisms energy to grow further. Now, imagine if you don't eat food in a single day, you feel like having nothing. You don't have any energy, right? This is what happens when we Yes, when you don't need food. So we need food for energy to grow our body. Along with the food, they need air and water. Plants make their own food through photosynthesis, right? So whereas animals and humans depends on each other for their survival, right? Yes. Now see how growth is playing a responsible or major part. All organisms show growth by increase in size and weight. When all living organisms grow, they become taller, bigger on their own. Now, see, respiration. Now, respiration. If you do not inhale, how could we survive, right? So, when we inhale, the air moves from outside to inside of the body. Breathing is a part of the respiration, right? Yes. All living organisms breathe in oxygen and give off carbon dioxide. So, all living organisms like us, we breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Some examples: earthworm breathes through its skin. Fishes use their gills to get oxygen. Insects have tiny pores present in their exoskeleton that you have already heard or you have already read in your previous class about bones and skeletons, right? Bones and joints, you already had this idea about the exoskeleton. And plants also respire through tiny pores like that are present in their leaves that are called as stomata. Okay. Now, respond to stimuli. Now you can see every plant respond. If I just touch you somewhere, you can know, right? You can feel that. Similarly, plants and animals have that respond to the stimuli, right? Think of an insect. When you go to catch the mosquito, it will directly go down, right? It is because of the stimulations, right? Yes. So all living things respond to the changes around them is called as stimuli. Wild animals run away when bright light flashed on them, right? Yes, you can see in jungles and forest when the wild animals are there, the people, you can see in different places also. Different places have different way to uh, cater with the wild animals. If you see elephants, people have this mashals where there are a huge amount of light so that they can run away. The wild animals can run away, right? Yes, they respond to the bright light. Cockroaches begin to move begin to move their hiding places if the light is switched on at the right? Yes, in the kitchen, right? In some plants like mimosa, or we can see the touch me not plant, uh, leaves close or fold when someone touches them. When someone touches them, touch me not just closed or opens, right? Yes. It is also depends on them. And flowers of some plants bloom only at night, whereas some plants bloom only after sunset. Right. Yes. Now, another part is called as excretion. The process of removal of waste from the bodies is called as excretion. Excretion means the waste materials that we are removing. We all know not all food eaten, used become a waste, right? Not all food become a waste. There are the unnecessary food that cannot used in the process of giving out energy. In that case, those act as a waste material. Yes. Our body produces to waste. Sorry. Our body produces the products in the life like respiration and digestion. Some plants move, um, some plants remove waste as a secretion. For example, gums and resins as the excretory products. And some plants store their waste and they do not harm the plant as a whole. Reproduction, the process by which living organisms, living things produce more of its kinds are called as reproduction. So animals like insect, fishes, birds lay eggs, and when the egg hatch, the young ones come out. But in case of dog, cat, humans, you can see we directly give a burn to younger ones, and that younger ones turn into a adult one, right? Yes. Okay. Now, animals like cat, dog, human give birth to the young ones. Some plants reproduce through parts other than seeds. Example, potato with bird goes into a new plant, right? Yes. Now, Now, the last one is the movement. Now, all living organisms move by themselves. They come from one place to another place. Yes, they can move from one place to another place. Plants are generally anchored in soil, so they do not move from one place to other places, right? Yes. However, various substances like water, minerals, food synthesized by them move from one part of the plant to another part of the plant. Also, opening and closing of a flower is also called as movement. And this is what our chapter looks like. So in this chapter, we learn about habitat, different kinds of plant movements, how they are adapting to different environment, what are things are necessary for them, and how the plants actually function. What are the different kind of things that a plant and animals goes through, right? From born to die, right? So this is how our chapter looks like. And tell me if you have any doubts. I will see you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.